know he's not thinking about breaking records, he's not thinking about getting that back-to-back, he's just focusing on this game in particular, getting that job done and lifting that trophy. He can think about all the history that he's making afterwards.
Everything that's happened before this moment, though, it now becomes irrelevant. It's all about this one matchup of FIFA 19. 2 legs, of course. And if we need it, extra time and penalties if those aggregate scores are tied up. What are your thoughts on this one, Dan?
I'm thinking that MoAuba, it's going to be difficult for him on the Xbox because it's an unfamiliar console. We haven't seen him in any cross-console finals so far this season. He even said, what is this controller?
That's amazing. That's classic MoAuba, that.
But we've heard it before. We've heard players like Tex, for example, who reached so many cross-console finals this season, saying it doesn't really matter about the controller, it's just about the game. MoAuba knows how to play the game. He knows how to put the ball in the back of the net. And I just think he's a very surprising player. He's a very unpredictable player. If Msdossary is going against someone who plays a slow, methodical game of FIFA, he's usually very comfortable. But when it's someone who can hit you out of nowhere, those long-range green shots we've seen from MoAuba, I really think MoAuba has a massive chance to upset him here.
And it really is a fascinating clash of play styles, to be honest with you, because you know Msdossary is very deliberate in the way that he likes to build up his play. He's very methodical in the way that he likes to create his chances, tries to strike across goal. MoAuba's like a jack in the box. You kind of wind him up and let him go and let him explode on the pitch, and he really will surprise you, and it's going to be fascinating to see who can come out on top.
One thing that I think MoAuba should focus on is those fullback positions for Msdossary. During the console final, we saw him exposed several different times. If MoAuba can play those long through balls over the top, find the ball out on the wing, he can go for 2 options, either crossing it to the back post or just trying to croquetter his way into the box. He might be able to get a couple of goals in the early stages on this Xbox first leg.
We are just moments away now. Deep breaths from both players. You can see how beautiful the stage is here in London at the O2 Arena. Everything is set up. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our grand finals. Msdossary takes on MoAuba.
And realistically, Msdossary knows that he should be winning this game. He does have what it takes to become a back-to-back champion. But there's always that what if. What if MoAuba comes out hot? What if MoAuba dominates me on my own console? Really, Msdossary has to come out hot himself in this particular leg, get a few goals, and then when it goes on to PlayStation, he should be feeling comfortable.
Well, it is going to be Msdossary who's playing in that black and light blue, and he's attacking now down this right-hand side with Cristiano Ronaldo. Little ball inside, and Paul Pogba's got a little pocket of space. Neymar into Msdossary, almost had the opportunity, gets the second bite off the cherry. And Msdossary's the man who's putting pressure onto Mo early.
MoAuba doing really well, not to panic there. When the ball starts bobbling around in the box, you've really got to pay attention. Make sure you are just tapping it away or just clearing it at times, but he just passed it. He was calm, although he has given the ball away now, and that's going to be a chance for Msdossary.
An extreme focus on the face of Msdossary as well. You can see him so deliberate in the way that he goes forward, and he's going to take that shot early. A little bit of a ricochet there, almost falls his way, but he's keeping that pressure on here. Shot from distance, what a save from Edwin van der Sar.
It's a really good start from Msdossary. Do what MoAuba does to so many people. Shot, shot, shot.
Ball in towards the back post. The goalkeeper cannot get there, and he just grasps the air. And for MoAuba, that's a little bit of a let-off.
Well, he's lucky that Cristiano Ronaldo went for an overhead kick there rather than the header, as that could have been 1-0.
Well, now there's a 4v4, and what a through ball. That is Neymar! Can't finish. End-to-end stuff to kick this one off in our grand final. Ball into the box. Ronaldo deals with the first wave of attack. Here's Ruud Gullit. Gives it away, though, but wins it back almost immediately. MoAuba, space for Danny Da Costa. Gets that ball into the box, and it's line! Third strike to Mo!
And he said he was unfamiliar with the console. He said he wasn't going to be a fan of the controller, but it doesn't matter if you can get him into those areas. So much space on that right-hand side, and we saw this happen in the semi-final as well for Msdossary. Just leaving a little bit too much room for those wingers to come through, penetrate that defense, and get those crosses in. Now MoAuba needs to build from this, though. He can't be scared, he can't be timid, he can't just try and hold the ball. You've got to go at Msdossary. You need to go for the throat here. Get 2-3 goal lead in this first leg.
Perfect start for MoAuba. Just settles those nerves. Injects a little bit of belief into you that the world champion is human. He calls himself the king of the jungle. And once again, we're going to have to see what he's made of here.
a benefit for Msdossary, and of course, if you are a Dossary fan, don't worry just yet. He has gone behind in so many games already this tournament, but he's so good at coming back into them. Very good at analysing his opponent and changing his play style at just a split second if he sees something different. And that's really what has separated him from the rest of the field.
Well, here's Paul Pogba stepping forward, the Frenchman into a Brazilian quick pass in. Neymar with a chance, great block, second chance! And a first goal for Msdossary.
And not really much MoAuba could have done after the initial block. Maybe hoped that Hullet was able to block it again. But as soon as you see that ball bobble for that second chance, you know full well you have a great opportunity to score. And Msdossary does not disappoint. And that's a fantastic response after going a goal behind, and that is really why he is a world champion. He has that mentality, his head never drops. I don't think I've ever seen Msdossary upset. He just always seems to be focused.
Well, the beautiful thing is for the neutral is we've got 2 goals already in the first 23 minutes of our first leg here in the grand final. MoAuba, having taken the lead, now has to answer back. A little bit of space out wide, and Mo decides to go back inside. Hullet and Vieira both patrolling that central defensive midfield position. A classic pairing for what we hope will be a classic grand final as Dossary picks up possession.
It's a very fresh grand final. I mean, these competitors haven't faced each other, of course, this season, being on different consoles, and we've not seen MoAuba get to a final before.
And Mo was looking a little bit nervy there, a little desperate slide tackle with Virgil van Dijk. But now he's escaping down the left-hand side, Ronaldo versus Walker. The fake shots will buy him a little bit of room. And now he goes back inside to Hullet for a little fancy pass inside. Neymar will pick up the pieces.
An unfortunate ending to that attack, really, because MoAuba doing so well to keep the ball away from the defenders of Msdossary. But again, Dossary reading the game well, predicting the balls that are going to come from MoAuba and just stepping those defenders into the right areas, making it tricky for MoAuba to get those passes, because we know he wants to get onto the edge of that box. We know he wants to just try and hit those first-time green shots. If he doesn't have a pass available, getting through behind the back line.
Dossary gives the ball away there as he tries to fire the ball into R9 Ronaldo, who was just waiting, maybe looking to turn away and burst into that space between the midfield and that back four. Pressure here from Dossary as well.
Good patience as well from MoAuba, though, because he was going to have an opportunity there to play that ball down the wing, but he saw the tracking ability from Msdossary, so he waits, he recycles. This is slightly different. We're not used to MoAuba having this patience. Usually he's very hot and fiery and just wants to attack, attack, attack. Is that going to go against him, though?
Certainly going to have to see how that plays out as this game progresses. R9 trying to cut down those passing lanes. MoAuba controlling the Brazilian prime icon moments foot item. 97 rated overall. More known for going forward, but that physicality and that pace means he can certainly help out in those central midfield areas, picking the ball up. And here's Hullet. Again, Dossary. Maybe thinking that he wants the last attack of this first half. Neymar. Scoop turn from CR7. Fake shot from CR7. It's beautiful from Dossary. He went for that Elastico again. We saw how effective it was in the game before this, but now from the corner, what can he create?
Nothing, but he gets another corner. That means there's always a chance. Front post.
Neymar in towards that front post, couldn't quite win the header. However, with 44 minutes on the clock here, MoAuba needs to be alert. He has to be switched on.
So much possession for Dossary now. He's up to around 70%, and look at him just walking backwards, waiting for those players to reposition themselves so he can have the perfect attack at the end of this first half.
Stoppage time at the end of the first half. Dossary trying to get away from the attentions of Rafael Varane, and MoAuba is going to have a smile on his face, much like he does most of the time, having won that ball.
Funniest thing is, after seeing that Elastico, we did see Dossary backstage earlier, and he said, if you ever see me doing certain skill moves, it's Gorilla who's whispering in my ear saying, do an Elastico, do a Cricketta. So he's taken advice from the previous world champion that is sat behind him. I think it is a killer team that both of them have combined here at the World Cup.
Absolutely fascinating first half of the first leg here. Nothing to split the two, 1-1 here. MoAuba getting out to a hot start and putting that pressure back onto Msdossary. And I think, to be honest with you, MoAuba's going to be very happy with that on his unfamiliar console, as he says. Xbox isn't his jam. But coming out After 45 minutes of action, still very much in this game. Well, it does mean it's set up for the PlayStation.
Whilst he may be behind on possession, and he certainly hasn't been able to control this game whatsoever, we can at least just be happy with the fact that it's still a 1-1 draw, and it does mean one attack could mean a goal.
Look at the pace of this start here from MoAuba as well. Danny Da Costa, the team of the season. Foot item. Neymar inside to Vieira. Oh, and you can see exactly what MoAuba was looking for there. It was a penetrating run inside from that left-hand side, and he almost found the ball through to him.
Trouble is, Msdossary could see it as well. That's one of the strengths of his game. Very good at reading his opponent.
But he's picked the ball up here, MoAuba. Neymar's twisting. Neymar's turning, and he does get a shot away. And now on the counter-attack, he's got to be careful.
Has to just focus up, does MoAuba. Every single time he loses the ball, we know how dangerous Msdossary can be. But again, Msdossary slows it down. He's on his console. He wants to dictate the pace of this. He wants to keep the possession. He wants to restrict the chances of MoAuba. And of course, Msdossary, he's used to playing on the PlayStation as well. He's not going to mind if he goes into leg number 2 just drawing. We've seen him play in PlayStation competitions. We've seen him win cross-console finals. It doesn't matter which controller's in his hands. He is just incredible.
We'll spread out wide here. Look at that overlapping run there from Danny Da Costa outside. Kai Havertz on the ball here. Varane will switch the play over to another Frenchman, Ferland Mendy, in that left-back position. Neymar dropping deep here to pick up possession. Maybe look to create something here from MoAuba.
And again, I think because he's not on the PlayStation, I think he's going to be more inclined to be slow, to be methodical, to wait for those chances if they do appear. Wait for the gaps and then play those penetrating through balls.
Well, there's that little pocket of space, and Neymar into Ronaldo. Put it out wide to Cristiano Ronaldo, who let a shot go, but it couldn't beat the defender. And there is a chance here from the set piece. So dangerous, these set pieces, for these professional players.
And of course, you can see both screens there, both jumping into the tactical opportunities they have now to change their attacks, change their defenses, wherever they might see weaknesses, and of course make those substitutions, bring on some fresh legs. MoAuba does have a corner, and it was right at the start of FIFA 19 where we saw MoAuba really define how corners were going to be taken, and he still does them well to this day.
Well, let's see if he can redefine them on the biggest stage of them all. Ball in towards the back post. Pogba deals with it there for Msdossary. Here's Ruud Gullit, MoAuba, maybe a chance developing here, can't get the shot away. Great tackle from Msdossary.
So calm in the back for Msdossary as well, just back to the keeper, more than happy to play out from the back, just passes, not hoofing it up.
And look at the space here for Kylian Mbappe. The Frenchman is flying away from Van Dijk. Yeah. He almost created the opportunity for Msdossary to take the lead.
Fantastic little bit of goalkeeper movement from MoAuba, just bringing Van der Sar out ever so slightly. Did allow him to stop that. The ball does get pulled back though, and does mean MoAuba can go again and just try and get a bit into more of this game with his possession. Certainly has struggled having the ball in the midfield, but at least now he can watch on. Does need to be careful of that though. Msdossary very good at intercepting.
Certainly would have made MoAuba's heart just skip a beat for a moment there, as he almost lost the ball in such an advanced position. Msdossary wins it back. Around 25 minutes left, including stoppage time here. In our first leg of action, Pele just shows too much of it to Mbappe there.
That's just a fantastic chance, 3-on-3 now. He just needs to find the right through ball, but he thought too much. But luckily, he's able to get it back with Messi, and he can go again here.
Mbappe has space on the right-hand side now for MoAuba. Tries the little ball roll inside his man. Doesn't quite work on that occasion, but he's going to keep possession here. Da Costa now inside to Kante. Here's Lionel Messi, a little bit of a mess between him and Mbappe. But Lionel Messi's twisting and turning again, and he wins a corner. Kante. All the way back to Varane. Messi on that left foot. Cannot beat the blockade of players from Msdossary.
MoAuba looks a little bit indecisive in front of goal a couple of times. He's taking an extra touch or shooting the wrong way, not making the passes we're used to seeing. Could be nerves, could be pressure, could be that he's just trying a couple of new things. I wouldn't be the one to experiment in a final, but that's a mistake from Msdossary. That's not like the Saudi Arabian.
Gets away with it though, because the pass is misplaced there by MoAuba. Not sure if that was his fault, or maybe it's that pass not going the direction that he expected it to, and now Mbappe's got to do defensive work. And offensively, it'll be Kylian Mbappe here for Msdossary. Finds Pele. 15 minutes left here in the first leg. Again, Msdossary, patient, examining the defence here of MoAuba.
And both of them are just really struggling to get through the middle. There's just so many players blocking that central pass, so you're forced to go out wide, you're forced to maybe take that risk of a cross. But maybe Msdossary's going to be okay with that, because it means he can just worm his way onto the left-hand side and then gently pass it into the middle.
Dyke steps in there just as it looked like danger was brewing for MoAuba. And that's a beautiful little ball inside as well. Neymar. Again, fullbacks overlapping here for MoAuba, getting forward at any opportunity.
Only 7 minutes left, and I wouldn't be just surprised if MoAuba just tries to hold on to the ball a little bit, but he's noticed a gap here.
Kante will pick the ball up into CR7. Messi will pick up the pieces. Chance developing here in the final moments of this game. Advantage from the referee. MoAuba smartly goes back. He wants the last attack of this game.
He also wants at least a draw going into his favoured console as well. Let's not allow Msdossary to have another chance, he's thinking. And how good would it be if he can go into that second leg with a goal lead? He just needs that one opportunity.
Well, here comes the German. Mbappe tried to feed the ball inside, and maybe it will be Msdossary who'll make him pay for that mistake.
And we've already seen it in the semi-finals, quarter-finals. Msdossary is a player who does hold on to the ball. He does restrict that final chance. And he's so good at spreading the play as well, from right to left, from left to right. It doesn't matter which way. And look at the long over-the-top through ball to Mbappe as well.
Here is Kylian Mbappe. He gets round his man, but just enough physical contact. Means that with 91 minutes on the clock, make it 92. MoAuba might have a chance to strike on goal. Van der Sar turns it behind. Corner here for the German. Mendy delivers. Ronaldo was up, but couldn't make contact. Kante pops it back into the box. Van der Sar doesn't deal with it fully. The ball drops here to Neymar. And he can't take that chance on after our first leg of action here. Nothing to split the two players.
Fantastic chances for MoAuba, right to the death there. He would have loved to go in 2-1 up, but a great first leg for him, especially considering it was on his unfamiliar console. I'm sure he's going to be more than happy with that performance. Both players tactically looked absolutely fantastic. It didn't matter whether it was defensively, offensively, they were putting their defenders in the right positions. The midfielders were also tracking back and they're making sure they get those interceptions. Honestly, this has teed it up for an incredible second leg.
I think you make a great point there. It is just set up beautifully. This is what we love to see going into that second leg. Nothing to separate the two players. Both players taking their chances when they came. I mean, you couldn't ask for any more, could you? You really couldn't.
We were wondering, is it going to get any better than what we just saw in the semi-finals? And I think that second leg is going to be so nerve-wracking for every single person that's watching, not just the commentators, not just the players, but even everyone in the crowd, every German fan, every Saudi Arabian fan. It's all there, it's all set up. We're going to have an amazing leg number 2.
And both of those players, of course, have a huge following, and I'm sure that they'll be watching with great anticipation. But for now, we're going to go over to Spencer, Mike and Smithy. We're going to break it down for us.
Thanks, guys. What a first leg we saw, Spence. Let's pick the bones out of that one.
Well, it's perfect for MoAuba, I would say. He's not used to playing on the Xbox. He's got himself a draw against Msdossary. However, I will add this. Remember what Msdossary did in that second leg. He can be a different animal in the second leg if he wants to be. So I wouldn't say it's too good for MoAuba.
OK, Mike, we're going to have an in-depth look with you. I know that you're itching to go on the iPad here, but before that, I'm very pleased to say that Emma is with a very special guest. Emma, over to you.
Yeah, I have tracked down a very special guest indeed. It's Crystal Palace forward, Wilf Zaha. Wilf, how are you enjoying it here today?
It's exciting, obviously. There's a lot of people here, and it just seems crazy how they're able to play on Xbox and PS4. So yeah, I'm just glad to be here and happy to be able to be part of it.
And it's funny, because I just dragged you aside and you said you were nervous for the players.
Yeah, because obviously you're playing for pride and you're playing for so much money as well. So it's crazy just watching all the chances they're getting, and when the ball just bobbles in the box and stuff. So yeah, it's nerve-wracking.
Msdossary is the overwhelming favourite, but MoAuba has played incredibly. Who are you backing to win?
think I'm backing Mo today because obviously he's confident but not too confident, and obviously MS has won before, so it'll be nice to see someone new get it.
Yeah, and Mo seems very chilled out. You seem more nervous than him, actually.
Yeah, he was chilled out, smiling. I'll be sweating right now. So yeah, man, I think I want him to win today.
And I've heard you're pretty good at FIFA.
Yeah, I'm decent, to be honest. Like, I beat all of my friends. Anyone at Palace know what I'm about. So yeah.
Best player in the Premier League, yes or no?
I'd put myself up there. I don't know, to be honest, but I'd put myself probably top 5.
Top 5, okay. Because we saw Aaron Wan-Bissaka on Thursday night. Yeah. He gave it a good game, kind of talking-wise, and then he actually played Spencer. Yeah. Spencer beat him badly. Really?
To be honest, that doesn't surprise me because I beat Aaron 8-0. So, yeah, he talks a good game, but he is not good.
Aaron. And just quickly on you, obviously, you've had a kind of shorter pre-season because you've been away with the Africa Cup of Nations. How's pre-season going?
Yeah, it's going okay. Obviously, after the Cup, had a little bit of time off, but then now, obviously, the season starts soon, so just got to get back to fitness again. And starts all again, really.
Everton up first?
Yeah, everything up first. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to Spencer and Adam.
Thank you very much, Emma. Great to hear from Wilfried Zaha there. What a player. And I think that Spencer wants to mention that game against Aaron Wan-Bissaka, do you?
I wasn't going to bring it up. And listen, if he's beating him 8-0, I was only beating him 4-0, so technically I guess that makes Zaha better than me, although there was a rage quit involved. So.
It was the 30th minute you were up 4-0.
Very true, thank you.
Wow. Apologies for Aaron Wan-Bissaka if he's watching. We'll move it on from that before Spencer talks even more about his victories. Mike, you've got your iPad there. You've been looking in depth at the final. What have you got for us?
We're going to look at MoAuba's first goal, where he's able to force a turnover, which we always talk about being uncharacteristic, but you got to capitalize. And this is all about finding attacking space. And in this situation, MoAuba knows where he needs to cross the ball. He's just waiting for his player to align, or players to align, someone to take that space. So he's looking in this area of the pitch. You see a double team coming, and he's just going to take this down the line to make sure that he's able to get someone to make this run. And that's a big key if you want to be successful scoring goals in general, but especially if you're looking for wing play, you're looking to whip in crosses. You don't want to whip in crosses blindly. It's not going to be an effective method. You see DaCosta lays it off, R9, inside the area. He's never going to miss a finish like that. Easy. And it also gave him the lead, which is so important versus someone like Msdossary, because it gives you boosted confidence and it makes him have to come from behind, which is something he's not necessarily used to doing, even though we have seen him as a second leg beast or second leg monster. It's tough to beat him on a tactical end.
Yeah, I was really impressed by that with MoAuba because of the fact that he was on a console. He said himself he's only maybe played one cross-console final before, so he's predominantly a PlayStation player, and he's picked it up and he's taken the lead against the player of Dasari's standard. But all the work still to do. Even though he's back on the PlayStation where he's more comfortable, it's not going to be easy for him. It's going to be a massive second leg.
Let's look ahead to the second leg. How do you see that one panning out, Mike?
Good luck to MoAuba. I mean, Dasari doesn't have a weak console, and it just seems that we've talked about this over the last couple of years. Since Dasari's introduction to competitive FIFA in 2017, beating him over 2 legs just seems impossible. Very few have been able to say, oh, I've done that, I've accomplished that.
Okay, time now for a short break. We'll be back after this with a special music performance from Abracadabra. Do not go anywhere. We'll see you after this break. Welcome back to the FIFA eWorld Cup Grand Final, live from the O2 Arena. We've just had the first leg of the Grand Final. It's currently Msdossary 1, MoAuba 1. It could not be closer. We're about to join the second leg shortly, but before that, delighted to say we've got a music performance now from Abracadabra.
Sure, no. AB in the building, sevens. No. We got FIFA 10 times, now the kick sure. Yeah, man don't talk, man run. Run up in the trap like boss, get the money there, pull up in you. Yo, take her out on the center before I get shot. Yo, look, man don't talk, man run. Sure, run up in the trap like boss, get the money there, pull up in you. Yo, take her out on the center before I get shot. I eat that, don't bother try to run.
Yeah.
Look, PK humble foreman, they said he got a movie. I said, bro, I don't want no Xenos, I ain't no juvie. He said, 3-9 bars on the butcher one time, let's do this. Me done taught me how to squat dunk, so I'ma be there soonish. Look, yeah, keep talking about jumping man through. Ooh, no, I ain't see luck. So like young from my kick down doors in the beach, like where's the big snap? Look, man, I really play no games, and all the year that I duck man down. Big man, bitch on my side, man, I'm trying to take my heart point now. Look, Billy don't play no games, Billy come clean, Billy got love. Look, man, I keep talking about big man, where little man sit down. Man, I keep talking about big man, where little man make man sit down. Yo, I'm smoking the Unto, smoking the lemon, I need it. Sure, falling up PK humble.
We need a rub.
Yeah, falling up PK humble. Sure, yeah, no problem. Man don't talk, man run. Yeah, run up in the trap like boss, so the money there, pulled up in them. Yo, take her up on the center before I get shot. Yeah, I eat that, I don't want to try to run. Sure, man don't talk, man run. Yeah, run up in the trap like boss, so the money there, pulled up in them. Yo, take her up on the center before I get shot. Yeah, I eat that, don't want to try to run. Sure. Gangland, now the things say already, man. Big up FIFA 10 times, man. 7, sure.
Great stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Abracadabra. Brilliant performance that. I'm alongside Mike LaBelle and Spencer FC still. Guys, got to look ahead to this second leg. It could not be tighter going into the final game.
In terms of a setup for the final match of the season, of the year, this is what you wanted. 1-1, perfectly poised. Can the German MoAuba do it for the first ever time for Germany? Can Msdossary become the first ever back-to-back world champion? I don't know, is the answer.
Don't know. Mike, a little prediction? Are you going to sit on the fence? What are you thinking?
No, I will sit on the fence. I'll give you something. I already talked about it. I don't think Msdossary is going to get beat in the second leg. I'd love to be wrong. MoAuba's been performing to the best of his ability, no doubt about it, but I think it's going to be 3-2 Msdossary.
Okay, let's go back to our casters, Brandon Smith and Richard Buckley.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, and this final couldn't sit any better. 1-1 the score in the first leg over on Xbox, and you could say it's back home for MoAuba now on the PlayStation, and he will have the first attack of this game. It's going to fall to Vieira, huge save Van der Sar, but we were able to watch that from the sidelines the first leg, Richard, and to be honest, MoAuba, huge on his away console.
Very, very good performance from MoAuba on that home console. He looks to have got out the traps very, very quickly here. Good pressing off the ball. Early shot with Vieira. Just shooting with Vieira shows that he's playing confident. If you're not playing confident FIFA, you pass that off with Vieira. You don't back your chances. You don't take the odds into your favour. No matter where you're watching this, whether it's on television, online, there'll be somebody listening to it on a radio. The world is watching this right now.
The biggest moment of the FIFA eSports season. Last year, we went into the second leg. Msdossary had a lead last year. This game is sitting perfectly for this second leg. 1-1 the score. Msdossary on his supposed away console. But it's not really like that, is it, Richard? He's played so many times on PlayStation this year.
Yeah, he's so comfortable across either console. Champions League, he was playing on the PS4. He went 4-0 in the Swiss style. It doesn't faze him playing on a different console. MoAuba's got that out of his system now. He's back home. you'd say the advantage was to go to him if it was against any mere mortal. Msdossary isn't a mere mortal when it comes to FIFA ability.
This match, $250,000 and so much history on the line. Msdossary could be the first back-to-back FIFA eWorld Cup champion. It'll be 3 World Cup titles for Saudi Arabia. Alternatively, if MoAuba can win, the first ever German FIFA eWorld Cup champion flicks it up and attempts the volley. And in the end, we'll go back for the goal kick. Kicked out straight away, back into the path for MoAuba. Neymar into Kai Havertz, happy to croquetter his way through. It's going to be on the rebound for Vieira! What a start from the German! 18 minutes in.
Big slice of luck there for MoAuba. He got very unlucky in the Nicholas game, a couple of goals. His players falling over each other, tumbling over legs, and you see an open goal for Patrick Vieira. He's probably been the best player for MoAuba in the opening 20 minutes in the attacking third. The pyro goes off, it's all kicking off.
And it's 2-1. The Germany led in the first leg and was able to see out a 1-1 scoreline. The last game of the season this is. Someone will be a world champion. Just over 15 minutes time. Mo. Sometimes you say, Richard, people get their best game out of the system a little bit earlier than the grand final. MoAuba is looking electric right now.
Mo is on fire right now. He's beaten the third best player on the PlayStation. He's beat the second, he beat the first to get into this grand final. He withstood the storm of the Xbox from Msdossary. And right now he's back at home and he's back into the lead. 3-1.
I don't know, he survived that last game, the 5-5, then it went to a penalty shootout. We couldn't believe what was happening in front of us. Was able to go to his away console in the first game, got a 1-1 draw, and then this is where we are going to be saying changes from Msdossary. You can see it on your screen now on the right-hand side. There's no changes that are needed to be made for MoAuba. He's 2-0 up in 23 minutes.
In that 4-2-2, playing some really good attacking football. It's Kai Havertz and Ronaldo as his two cams. Msdossary switching up into a 4-4-2, trying to get a different bit of flavour into his team right now. So in that first 25 minutes, in this second leg, Msdossary has looked a little bit rattled.
Still plenty of time though. Lots of time left. We saw the Nicholas game. And MoAuba was leading by 2 goals on a few occasions. He has been fantastic defensively though. Once again, there you go.
That player switching to get onto Villarn just in a nick of time.
And Msdossary, pull it. Out to Mbappe. He's going to try and just pull out Van Dijk. You can see he's pulled out of position. The Dutch centre-half. Pogba, the starter there. No Vieira involved for Msdossary. It's been a key feature he's done all tournament long.
You can just see how aggressive he is in the defensive aspect as well. Van Dijk pulling him all the way out to try and win the ball back. A lot of manual tackles as well. You saw the little lunges from MoAuba. The confidence is flowing through this man right now.
You heard what he said. The last 3 FIFA World Cups, he's finished in the top 4 of his console. Could this be the year that Germany have a world champion? Here he comes again. Neymar this time, what a save. Keeps Msdossary in the game, does that save. Corner, played short, Neymar looks for that flick. And there'll be another corner.
And you ask who is MoAuba's teammate, it's Megabit. Someone who ran Msdossary so close in the knockout stage.
Faris Havertz, he'll finesse it. Cole Walker to the rescue.
As he asked Megabit, what's he like? What's he like playing against? How does he get under his skin a little bit? Because Megabit, if that ball would have locked onto his player, would have been taking Msdossary to extra time. Mo does not look fazed by the situation ahead of him right now.
You wouldn't think this is the cross-console final. Seems to be playing better and better as he goes through this tournament, does MoAuba of Werder Bremen. And Msdossary trying to come forward, trying to make something happen. Get the drag back, played back to Pogba, on to Pogba, inside to Neymar now. Flicks it up, looks for that volley.
Yeah, lovely Blassie flick inside the box there, looking to get the first time volley from Neymar inside the box. The closest Germany have been to a world champion back in 2017, where it was Dito who lost to the man sat behind Msdossary, Gorilla.
In which Gorilla did win that year. MoAuba hunting for more goals, drops the shoulder. The shot gets fired straight into the hands of Msdossary. That was nearly dodgy, he's rushed the pass there. Given possession away. And we are going to be going into half-time of this second leg with MoAuba leading the current world champion in Msdossary.
Nice. Every single person that I spoke to before this game started, before the two legs were even underway, said that this is Msdossary's game. The way that Mo plays, the aggressive nature in his attacking play, Msdossary will just pick him apart. Everybody said that. MoAuba is 45 minutes away from not only winning 250k, but lifting the FIFA eWorld Cup.
And he'll be writing his name in history as the first ever FIFA World Champion. And look at the setting we're in right now at the O2 Arena. What a stage for competitive FIFA this really is. 45 minutes left of this FIFA 19 season. The biggest team talk of Msdossary's year from Gorilla. What's being changed? What will he be changing? He needs to attack, that's for sure.
The first PlayStation 4 champion as well. In 2016, where it was Mo Basher.
And what a final that was out in New York. Here we go. 45 minutes left. Msdossary looks like he's moved into a 4-1-2-1-2. He needs 2 goals.
Nice. You just look at the mistakes. Very uncharacteristic from Msdossary. And MoAuba has got so much space to run into every single time.
Look at Neymar. Neymar's in the box. A huge clutch tackle from Militao. Came across, had to make it, otherwise Neymar was waiting for it, and it probably could have been 4-1 on aggregate. And then we'd start probably writing MoAuba's name in the trophy. Has to score a goal before the 60th minute, does Msdossary.
Never count the Saudi prince out.
Neymar, back to Eusebio. There's that finesse, and there's a big save. Corner. Bullets over it. Watch out in the box. Ronaldo's being controlled. It goes all the way to the back post for Ronaldo. Match in the air by Edwin van der Sar once again.
Every single individual battle that MoAuba's winning just fills him with confidence.
He could be in for another goal as well. Kai Havertz, watch out on the edge of the box for that finesse!
Huge paw from Van der Sar to keep
Look at the
Msdossary
space!
in it.
Look at the space off the bar! Oh no, headed away by Pogba!
Clinging on right now is Msdossary off the bar. Van der Sar saving Msdossary's bacon right now in this final.
Could have been game over. Msdossary will come back once again. Watch out for the run Eusebio's making. Into Ronaldo. Pull it. Hits him with Ronaldo. Stylo cheers that.
He's getting into the opportunities, but the clutch tackling and the clutch player switching from MoAuba has been so good. Msdossary will create chances. He's just too good not to. But every single time, MoAuba's winning it back and gets to turn over possession.
He really has saved his best performance to the end of the day. And more importantly, the end of the FIFA 19 season. Here he comes again, Hullet this time. Wanted to drive forward, felt like he needs to cut back inside. Possession changed hands again. Pause cued. Msdossary, I'm expecting to go all guns blazing shortly. Free at the back, you'll have to go for this matchup. 25 minutes left of the FIFA 19 season.
It's really nice build-up from Msdossary, but again, you see the celebration from Stylo. Every single time Mo wins the ball back, he creates chances.
Look at the space for Neymar as well, he's offside at the moment.
Right.
You are right though. He's getting onto every single loose ball. In the defensive third is MoAuba, making it so difficult for Msdossary. There you go, once again. Making him play back, making it difficult. Time is running out for Msdossary. And again, he's rushed that.
That's a low driven. That's a low driven right there. Maybe the unfamiliarity of the controller. That's wanting to be a low driven. It's gone down as a chip shot, and another chance gets squandered for the reigning defending world champion.
Eusebio, back to Neymar. Once again, Vieira, right place, right time with the interception. Wave after wave of attack from Msdossary. Has to score now! Van der Sar, he is a hero once again.
With 16 minutes left, Msdossary needs 2 goals to force extra time. Let's have a look at what he's doing with his team right now. It's Pele going to be introduced. Havertz back in at left back. From what I can see, MoAuba ready to play. Still in the 4-2-2. Very aggressive custom tactics being used here from Msdossary also.
Also on the other side of that, as you said.
No more subs.
Everybody back, everybody to defend. 3 substitutions have been used. It's interesting to see he's brought on a midfielder there, MoAuba.
Havertz and Pele for Msdossary, from what I can see.
Msdossary with the corner. Corners have been so important for so many players. Van Dijk's in there, off the line, on the rebound. Game on.
What a slice of luck right there. I think if his defender doesn't head that off the line, his goalkeeper just catches it.
You can see the frustration. You can see the frustration there of MoAuba. No surprises, really. Made the block on the line, and unfortunately, the block fell to Kai Havertz. Fresh.
First touch
off the bench.
Ball.
Really is a super sub, isn't he?
Now we've got a game in his hands with 15 minutes left. Is it score again, attack is your best defence for MoAuba, or try and kill off the game, hold the ball?
Which, to be honest, I think he's going to go for another goal. He did that against Nicholas. Did work for him once or twice, but it got to a stage where Nicholas was just piling on the pressure. And it led to him conceding. Msdossary will have extra players forward. There will be gaps that will appear for MoAuba to try and exploit. 10 minutes left of this FIFA eWorld Cup final. Surely, heavy touch is too heavy. Huge tackle, Van der Sar. What a chance, squandered. Msdossary back in possession again. Has to be perfect. Time yellow.
It's not perfect. It wasn't green. And Van der Sar being a hero right now for MoAuba. Another corner to defend. Goalkeeper movement. Look at him out. Look at him ready.
8 minutes left. Could this go down as one of the best games in competitive FIFA history if there's an equaliser to send this to extra time? Or has MoAuba got enough left in the engine to hold this game out, to make history? Mbappe use every single last gasp of energy he's got down this left-hand side. Possession given away again.
Mbappe's fresh as well. Just been brought on for MoAuba, so expect this left-hand side to be used over and over again.
He's going to get one chance. He's going to get one more chance as Msdossary. If he can win the ball back. Haven't really seen MoAuba need to keep possession or try and see games out as such. He's always been someone that outscores his opponent. This isn't the time for that.
You see, he can't switch it. Look how high Msdossary's pressing up the pitch right now.
Added time will be with us any second now.
Got to be so careful when holding it like this. And
look at the space.
Turned over.
No. This isn't good for Mo. That's good for Mo. Oh, no, that's not good for Mo. Chance. Eusebio. Silly pass. Havertz presses the ball. 2 minutes of added time. Will Germany's prayers be answered for their first ever FIFA eWorld Cup champion? 2 minutes remain. I think he's done enough. He's 10 seconds away. MoAuba waiting for the referee's whistle.
He's got a free kick in. As long as he just kicks this out of play, it's game over.
It's in his hands. The eWorld Cup is in Mo's hands. He's there.
Msdossary knows. Headset off.
He won't go back to back as an eWorld Cup champion. Seconds left. Referee, blow that whistle. Played short. Cleared away. Ref, come on. And there we go. 15 years. Germany have waited for a world champion to step up out of millions upon millions of competitive FIFA players all around the world. And the man to do so, Richard Buckley, is MoAuba. Congratulations, you are the FIFA eWorld Cup 2019 champion.
What